Hey guys, Jonathan Hodges with Nevada Physical Therapy. I wanted to show you a couple other exercises we give for hip internal rotation. Dakota kind of introduced that topic yesterday, and we wanted to show you a couple of more advanced movements, or when we start moving into some resisted hip internal rotation. So internal rotation of the hips is really important for being an effective squatter, right? So if you're squatting and you might get a lot of hip pain in front of your hip, it could be a limitation in internal rotation. Or if you find that you have difficulty keeping your low back in a nice neutral position when you squat, and you tend to kind of drop out of position, you may be limited in hip internal rotation as well. We tend to see this in a lot of our runners, especially if they start developing knee pain on one side or the other. We also see asymmetrical, so different hip internal rotation in people with low back pain. So if you have any of those things, try a few of the drills from yesterday and try a few of these today. Hopefully they'll help. First one I'm going to show you is what we call a side saddle hip internal rotation drill. So you're going to get down sitting with one foot out in front of you in kind of a figure four position. The other knee is going to be extended back behind you. So I'm trying to keep my hip in front of the knee. And what all I'm going to do here is I'm going to just try to bring my heel up towards the ceiling. So it's a small movement. It's not a really big movement. You're just trying to get maybe 6 inches off the ground. Some people may actually just kind of help them into that position and see if they can hold it there without falling back towards the floor. So sit in this position, getting the hip in front of your knee, and then all you're going to try to do is bring that heel up towards the ceiling. You should feel this work in the hip, not in the lower back. A lot of people may start extending through their lower back to try to get that foot up, but make sure you're getting it all on the outside of that glute. The other exercise we'll give you, when we start introducing some resisted or active hip internal rotation drills, would be what we call a side-lying internal rotation clamshell. So the band's just going to go around your feet like so. All you're going to do is keep your top hip down, knees together, try to get those heels apart. So the same thing, I want to make sure I'm not recruiting through my lower back. Shouldn't have any pain in the groin. Should just be working through that hip complex. So typically what we'll do is we'll run this drill for maybe 2 to 3 sets of 15 reps. We'll do the side saddle for maybe just 10 times on each side. So both of these are kind of warm up or activation drills to start to get that hip complex moving, try to improve your internal rotation, add it in with some of the stretches from yesterday, and see how it goes. Thanks.